welcome back to another video, and today I have an absolutely epic Pendulum Magician deck profile for you guys. Yeah, so Pendulum, a lot of support with the ban list and stuff like that, and I do think this is a very good way to play the deck. It got some massive boosts with finally double Iris going to 2, Skullcrobat Joker to 1, all that stuff. Very, very nice for the deck, and I do feel it is pretty powerful. So without further ado, be sure to smash the like button, comment down below what you guys think of Pendulum in this format, I guess, and yeah, let's get right into the video. Alright, first off, we're running triple Harmonizing Magician. Harmonizing is by far one of the best cards in the deck. Not only is it a level 4 tuner, but it's also a scale 8, which is very good. A high scale is always nice to have, and on top of that, it's an amazing extender when it's Pendulum Summon. It's just a very powerful card and really well rounded out, and I do believe that to play Pendulum Magician, you do need to run 3 of this card. Triple Wisdom Eye Magician. This is either your favorite card or your least favorite card. I really like it. I know some people who don't like it at all and don't run any of it. I think Wisdom Eye is insane, and that's why we're minimizing Pen Call, because they're not the best together. But the thing is, Wisdom Eye is a very powerful card, and I do believe it's a great 3-up to be running in the deck. Double Iris Magician. Obviously, double Iris is just amazing with its destruction effect. It's so easy to pop and then search a free Pendulum Graph. It's such a powerful card, and it really ties the deck together. Double Purple Poison Magician. This card, when I'm playing against Pendulum, this is always a scary card, because it's just a really nice form of spot removal, especially with Time Pendulum Graph. They synergize just so well that Purple Poison Magician just really becomes a very big threat, and another form of interruption and pressure on your opponent, which is very important. Double Blackfang Magician. Blackfang is a very good card. I don't think this card ever needs to be at 3 or at 1. I think 2 is the perfect ratio for this. And just in general, it's another destruction effect that's very good, and another high scale 8. So it's just a very good generic card, and it's really nice to have. I do like having Blackfang at 2. Double Oath Dragon Magician. Oath Dragon is amazing as well. I really like having Oath Dragon. It's a low skill for once, which we need a bit more of, but obviously it's just a great Pendulum Summon, Special Summon, because it's just a completely free, like, recursion. It lets you just play through stuff that you shouldn't be able to play through, and I really do like Oath Dragon in that sense. It's just a very powerful card, and even its Pendulum effect is very great, being just a searcher from extra deck to hand. It's just a really well-rounded out card. Double Performapal Pendulum Sorcerer. I love this card. I think it's broken. It's a great tool. 1 Dragon Pit Magician. More than 1 is completely unnecessary because it is a normal monster at the end of the day, but you do run it because it is another magician name, and its Pendulum effect is pretty good because it's just decent spell and trap removal, and it can also get some magicians into your graveyard, or Pendulum monsters into the grave, which is pretty nice. 1 Performapal Skullcrobat Joker, one of the most broken normal summons, just the most broken normal summon in the entire deck. Completely free search, and it's a high scale. It's just a really good card. Double Supreme King Darkroom. You can run 3 of this card. I think 2 is more than enough, mainly because I don't really want to draw it. But if I do draw it, obviously it's no big deal. It's a great card. I don't mind it at all. 1 Supreme King Gate 0. The thing is, even if you do draw this card, it's really okay because it's scale 0, which is just insane. It's one of the best scales in the entire deck, and it's a free search off of Darkroom, so you may as well run it. 1 Performapal Celestial Magician. This is one of the newer magicians. Very powerful card, and I do quite enjoy playing with it. Triple Chronograph Sorcerer. Chrono is just broken, not only with the effect of Chrono that summons a Time Gazer, or even if you really want to get spicy, you put it in your spell and trap zone and then it becomes skill 4. But what ends up happening with Chrono is that a lot of people forget it has the effect where if a card you control is destroyed by battle or a card effect, you just summon it from your hand. And a deck with Double Iris Magician, Purple Poison, Time Pendulum Graph, all of these cards, Chronograph really shines because it's just a free extender whenever you need it, and another monster that you can use to pop with Time Pendulum Graph. Very amazing card, and to go with it, obviously the 1 Time Gazer Magician. Yeah, it's just, you have to, you know, you're running the 3 Chrono. Chrono's too good of a card to not be running it. Triple Tuning Magician. 3 Tuning Magician may be a bit weird, but it is an amazing extender, and once again, it is a tuner, and if you guys haven't noticed, I am running Hulk in this build, and a free Tuning Magician is really nice, because it's basically one of the only targets you have in the entire deck, because you can't summon Harmonizing off of Hulk, because Harmonizing is level 4, and Tuning Magician is just perfect for this. Not to mention, it is a really cool just card. It's a great card, and I do find myself really enjoying the extra extender when I really need it. one artifact scythe. Basically, this is one of the win conditions of the deck. What ends up happening is that you can end on like a savage with a Dagda and a scythe that summons itself in your opponent's turn, and a time pendulum graph with some pops. So basically what this does, oh, and also like your star pendulum graph, all that stuff. So basically it makes all of your cards untargetable, and then pops cards your opponent can't summon from their extra deck, a negate on savage, and then just a lot of follow-up in the following turn because time pendulum graph pops cards, and then you get advantage off of that with cards like double iris and stuff like that. So that's basically the end board, and scythe is absolutely crucial to this. A big part is you don't have to run sanctum because it's so easy to get to. Triple Duelist Alliance. Duelist Alliance is just so good in this deck. It's better than Pen Call because if there's a card in your Pendulum Zone, you just straight up search any Pendulum monster, or Pendulum spell or trap. So this can literally search you any of these basically, and then your Pen Call, your Pendulum Graph, all that stuff. Just Triple Duelist Alliance I really do like, and it's a bit weird maybe to you guys that I'm not running any draw cards other than Upstart. I'm not running like Desires, Allure, all that stuff. I just didn't see it was necessary. The deck is incredibly consistent without it, and I really think the Triple Duelist Alliance is more than enough. One Pen Call is broken, but yeah, you really only need one, especially because it kind of conflicts with the Wisdom Eye. So one Pen Call, I'm fine with one. I don't see a need for it to be at higher than one. Double Star Pendulum Graph, very searchable and amazing effect where it makes everything just untargetable, and it's also a search, which is really, really cool. So I do quite enjoy having 2 Star Pendulum Graphs in the deck. One Dragon Shrine, you can literally sub this out if you want for like a 3rd Dark Room. I just think having the Shrine is really nice, and just having the 1-of can be really good, especially with the extra spell engrave, stuff like that. Just one Dragon Shrine, it's a great card, just take advantage of that. 1-up Star Goblin, literally just a 39 card deck, and it's another spell, so this card is exceptional in this deck over any other deck. I just couldn't find the 40th card, to be honest, so I'm just running the 1-up Star Goblin. Double Time Pendulum Graph, this is a very big form of interruption because your opponent cannot target spellcaster monsters you control with trap cards or effects, which is just broken. And then it just pops cards your opponent controls, which is very, very powerful and just a really, really good card. Onto the extra deck, we have 1 Ignister Prominence. Ignister is just a great card. I'm sure all of you guys remember it. It's just amazing. 1 Supreme King Dragon Clearwing. You can run this, and I do find that it is very, very powerful because it's literally a Raigeki. So if you can't out something, then this card just does it for you very easily. 1 Borreload Savage Dragon, obviously another very easy card to make. You're running so many tuners in the deck, it's ridiculous. Literally 6 tuners plus a Hulk. It's so easy to get to them, and you search them too. It's just a really, really great synchro package, and I do quite love having that. 1 Abyss Dweller. Abyss Dweller is obviously broken in this format. You can easily end on a rank 4 on top of your end board, and that rank 4 can be any of your choice, but usually it is going to be Tornado Dragon, which is our next card, because basically what ends up happening with Tornado Dragon is you set the Scythe with Dagda directly from your deck, and then during your opponent's turn, you go Tornado Dragon, popping your own Scythe, and then that lets you revive the Scythe, and then Scythe effect, your opponent can't summon from their extra deck anymore, and that usually just ends their turn, and then you OTK them. 1 Time Star Magician. Time Star is just amazing. I really love Time Star. I do like having it, but sometimes it is dead, so only 1, and you really don't need more than 1. It's just a really, really good, great situational, but not always. If you need it type of card, if you know what I mean. We have 1 Supreme King Dragon Dark Rebellion. This card is just so good for OTKs. It's ridiculous how good this card is. It's out to half the cards in the game. I really love this card. Link Monsters, 1 Link Rebo. You can sub this out for Relinquished Anima, which is also a great option. Anima does a bit more if you're going second, but Link Rebo is pretty nice, so it's really up to you which one you're going to run. 1 Artifact Dagda. Dagda is broken. Basically, it sets your Scythe directly from your deck, and then obviously, as I said, you just pop with Tornado Dragon on your opponent's turn, summon it, and GG, you just won. 1 Christian Halki Fireback. So many tuners in the deck. This card is pretty mandatory in my opinion. I think it's absolutely broken in Pendulum. 1 IP Masquerena. IP can be part of your end board. You have so many different end boards with this deck, but in my opinion, the best one is with the Scythe, Pendulum Graph, and the negates and stuff like that. So we do have the 1 IP, and to go with it, we have our Unicorn. Unicorn, I don't need to explain this, it's with the IP. Selene, more than 1 Selene is unnecessary. You will really be only going into 1 the entire game. It's not like normal Pendulum. This is Pendulum Magician, so you're not really trying to turbo out Selene and like put up a bunch of negates. That's not the point of this deck, but having the 1 Selene is very, very nice. 1 Appaloosa, in case you want to go that route, an extra 4 negates is never bad. One Access Code Talker. Going second, this card's broken in OTKs. You can literally run Brawl Sword instead if you can't afford this card as a budget option. It's a really broken card, and if you can't afford it, I highly recommend running it, especially with our Celine, just a free link 3 to go into it. You know, broken card. Side deck, just one Gudarla out, the barrier statue. No one's running it anymore, but I just had an extra spot, so I threw it in. You can sub this out for pink or tops or something. Triple Dark Ruler no more. Going second, you want to have your combo deck board breaking interruptions. Triple Lightning Storm, obviously, once again, going second, you want to have more board breaking stuff so you can actually combo. Triple Twin Twisters. Hate for back row. You don't run Endymion in this build, so back row is pretty strong, so you want to kill it as fast as possible, and Twin does that very efficiently. One called by, because if your opponent's running a Droll, you want to sack the one called by, and then just called by their Droll, because they are going to be signing it in. Triple Evenly Matched. Evenly, once again, going second, just drop the Evenly, it's game. One Red Reboot, finally, for the more trap deck hate. Very easy card to use, and whenever I see this, to be honest, I do think this card should be banned, because when you resolve this, you straight up just OTK your opponent every single time. It's broken. That's basically it for the Pendulum Magician deck profile. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed. If you did, be sure to smash the like button, comment down below what you guys think of this deck, and of course, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Alright, guys.